So a lot of times what I do is try to find common ground in my reloading. And today I'm reloading 30-06 and 243 for the kids to shoot here in a couple weeks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of these 130 grain Speer Hot Core and I'm going to do a little testing with them in 30-06. I'm also going to take some of these 110 grain 30 carbine bullets. They're round nose, and I'm going to do a little testing with these in 30-06 in an effort to find common ground, because I use these in 30-30 and I use these in my 300 Blackout, my 30-30, my 30 carbine. So if they'll work in 30-06 too, they'll be great plinkers. So I'm going to load some up, do a little testing. I'm also using IMR 4895. This is a jug of mill surplus powder, and the reason for this IMR 4895, it's a good choice because it works in everything. I use this in 243, 223, 30-06, 30-30. It works in just about every big centerfire rifle. There's load data and a lot of data too, not just a couple of loads. Okay, for the Speer Hot Cores, I'll be using 53 grains of IMR 4895. This powder tends to get caught on the way down. Gotta give her a few love taps to make sure it all filters down. Otherwise the case before is undercharged and the case after is overcharged. Now we're going to seat the bullet. I'll be using these old Herter's dies. I picked these up at a garage sale for $5. These cases are picked up off the ground, free, no charge, which is always nice. I'm just going to seat these down to the seat groove, or down to the crimp groove, I should say. Just like that. And this is just a test, so nothing's going to be real precise. These worked really well in the 30-30 though. So I have no doubt they'll be pretty good in the 30-06, and the 130 grain bullet is, that's a pretty good bullet for black-tailed deer, so this would be pretty good in the 30-30 and the 30-06. Now onto the round nose, the 110 grain round nose. I'll be loading these at the lower end of the spectrum, which is 56 grains. And the reason is the velocity the bullet will be traveling. It's kind of fast, 3,300 feet per second. And I'm not sure that that bullet is speed rated that fast. If I was to load it at the higher end of the spectrum, it would be going up around 3,500 feet per second, which might be quite a bit for this bullet. Now on these, I'll be guessing a little more on the seating depth. I'm not going to want to go too deep, but I'm going to want to go deep enough to put a decent crimp on them as well. There you have it. 5 test rounds. 110 grain round nose, 130 grain spear hot core. Now the point in this is to find common ground in reloading. I use these for other things, so if I can develop a load for every bullet and all of the 30 calibers that I use, you know, when ammo gets hard to come by and stuff like that, or supplies are limited, I'll be in a better position because I'll already have my load development done. And again, the IMR 4895 works in tons of big bore centerfire rifles.